everyone, today I'm going to do a review about the book The Merchant of Venice. First of all, this is a play written by William Shakespeare. This work tells the story of a young man named Bassanio who was a noble class but who was poor. He sees himself in the task of falling in love with a princess called Portia, and Bassanio asks money to his best friend Antonio for the amount of 3,000 ducats to be able to see the princess challenge. On the other hand, Antonio, who was a merchant in Venice, decides to help him. But Antonio, despite having his money, was in the sea and had no money to lend to his friend Bassanio. Antonio, having no money and working for helping his friend so that he could go through Portia's hurt, he decides to ask for a loan to Shylock, an old merchant, another merchant in Venice, discriminated against him for being a Jewish man and especially despised by Antonio because he was his enemy and also he was the only who had enough money to sign a contract. Shylock takes his revenge to accept the loan in return of the money, that if he failed with the payment by the deadline, he would be sentenced to pay with his meat by a pound of his loan. Also, Bassanio tries to fight for the love of Portia in a challenge that consisted of opening 3 chests, and the guy needs to choose the correct chest for one the Portia's hurt. While everything was happening, Antonio was having problems with his merchandise, which had no reached to the destination in Venice, and some of his ships were destroyed. Moreover, Bassanio had chosen the right casket, and also he was in love with the princess and had married with her, as did his friend Graciano with one of the servants called Nerissa. Meanwhile, they went to Antonio's trial to save him with a larger sum of money, like the double of the debt. Antonio was taken to the court for not paying his debt and also was sentenced to pay the flesh that is signed in the contract. When Shylock was going to cut the flesh of Antonio from his chest, a young lawyer appeared in the court that was Portia with a custom who read the sentence and stated that Shylock could cut the flesh from the chest, but he couldn't take a drop of blood from him. Finally, Shylock, he couldn't take his revenge and for having his ruthless heart, he had to convert to Christianity. And after all, Antonio's merchandise finally arrived, and Bassanio and Graciano lived with their happy wives, and not before going with a test of love that these two girls tended to them with their rings. And that's my review. Thank you.